We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the New Orleans Pelicans come in for this one. It's what you've been waiting for. 2K Sports and the NBA present our Wednesday afternoon affair. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And breaking down the game, let's take a look here at Eric Gordon.
Well, Kevin, he's extremely adept at creating his own shot. You know, we got a lot of catch-and-shoot guys in the NBA, but players who can beat you off the dribble and score are tough to come by.
And here's something else, Steve. He invites contact when he's attacking the rim. He doesn't try to finesse his way through anything. He's going through bodies.
This game in Milwaukee marks the start of a homestand for the Bucks. Winning their last 3 games, they'd like to make that 4 in a row here tonight.
Well, I don't know if these fans could be any more behind this team right now. The winning streak has captured this community's imagination. The level of enthusiasm's absolutely off the charts.
Yeah, it's definitely a great atmosphere to be part of. The fans have had a lot to cheer for lately, and it's like they get more and more excited with each win.
Shot by Mayo is no good. And so here is New Orleans. It's a 3-point game. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, that was a strange game. Very shaky defensive performance by their opponent, but hey, they took advantage of it.
Yeah, I'd go along with that. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard as they should have.
Mayo left side. The pass to Ilyasova. Back to Mayo. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. I caught up with the Bucks head coach. One player who's really on his mind in this matchup is Eric Gordon. He said of Gordon, he can shoot with deep range and has the strength and explosiveness to go by you if you overcommit and finish or get himself to the line. So he's just an underrated scorer in this league, and it's going to take a total team effort to slow him down. Kevin, we'll see how they do.
All right, Doris, thanks. Here's Knight. The Pelicans make their last shot. He passes to Sanders. Back to Knight, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point one.
But the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they won their last contest. That game against the Timberwolves at Target Center.
And they did just what you have to do as a road team, guys. They never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Seemed like every time they took a punch, they had a counter.
You'll like this, Steve. Reverse spurtability, we call that. If they had any defensive lapses, they immediately made up for it with some instant offense.
And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Mayo drives in. He kicks it to Sanders. Pelicans pull it in. This game against Milwaukee here, it's their first look at the Bucks.
And you look back at a year ago, they played twice during the regular season, each side winning once.
Now here's Vasquez. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable. And it's off from 3-point range. Bucks trail by 4. Knight with it. Now guarded by Vasquez. Mayo, the pass to Ilyasova. And Davis sends it back.
And they're now 1 for 5 to start this game, so having trouble finding any offensive rhythm.
Knight with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. And Ilyasova kicks to Kobe. Mayo. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And speaking of their season series last year, Steve, you might have had a problem telling which was the playoff team and which one wasn't.
Yeah, maybe it speaks a little bit to the strength of their respective conferences last season that they did split those games, Kevin.
Kobe kicks to Sanders. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Now here's Vasquez. He's covered closely. Outside Gordon. He dishes it to Vasquez. Pass to Davis. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Knight. Kicks it to Ilyasova. Dishes it to Kobe. Pass to Mayo. Jacks up a three. Again, Mayo missing.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out.
Now here's Evans, averaging 12 points a game. Vasquez. Kobe with the steal. Mayo against Evans. Here's Sanders. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Vasquez, and it's sent back by Kobe.
And very quickly here in the first quarter, pronounced advantage for them on the glass.
Yeah, that's a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Launches a three. That's good from Vasquez on the assist by Evans. And that's 10 points for Z.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Sanders dishes to Kobe. It's O.J. Mayo on the wing. He feeds it to Sanders. Working on Ashik. 5 on the clock. The jump hook. Sanders' shot is good. Sanders has got his second bucket of the game to go. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA scoring-wise. Look at Vasquez, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
You know what, Kevin? Leading the league in scoring is no small feat. He's out there every night giving it his best, and the effort is definitely paying off.
Here's Vasquez after a made shot from Sanders. Vasquez passes to Ashik, feeds to Davis, kicks it out to Vasquez. All alone. That's tipped and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Let's take a look at what the last month has looked like for the Bucks as far as NBA stats go. 9th in rebounding, 12th in fewest turnovers per game. And as far as team scoring goes, they've struggled a bit. Top 20 in the league. There's room to get better there.
And the rebounding is really the key stat that I'm looking at right there with all those numbers you talked about, Clark. You know, this is a team that really tries to be physical, and when they're able to secure boards, that does a lot of things for them. It helps their defense, keeping teams from getting second chance opportunities against them, and it fuels their fast break.
Now, here's Knight. After the miss from Sanders. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at Minnesota. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, New Orleans, a game behind.
When I look at New Orleans, they're a completely different team than they were last season. I thought they would take a step forward this year, but I'd be lying if I said I thought they'd take this big a leap. It's been a huge bounce back for them.
Yeah, you're not alone in that regard, Clark. There were very few people that believed in them. I know I didn't, but you know, the fact of the matter is they believed in themselves, and that's all that matters. And that confidence was clearly warranted.
John Henson's checked in for Milwaukee. Ridnour has come in for Brandon Knight. Evans with the steal. Here's Vasquez. New Orleans making his swing. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Antetokounmpo kicks to Ilyasova. Passes it to Sanders. It's stolen by Vasquez. So the Pelican 5 right now. Gordon is the 2 with Evans playing small forward. Then there's Z. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Lowe in at the 5. Bucks trail by 10. Knight dishes to Sanders. Another shot. The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Well, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active, be energetic, and react as soon as the shot goes up.
Here's Evans. The shot's good. Vasquez making the play. And the Pelicans lead by 10.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, that's become one of the stories of the first half, but just piling up points in the paint.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Z in the last matchup against the Trailblazers was simply terrific. He had 58 points and did a good portion of his work from the free throw line as he drew a good number of fouls. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing, Clark.
Yeah, I agree. I was just glad I got a chance to witness it. It's always such a special night when a player of his caliber gets so locked in and focused.
And you know, in an 82-game season with so much talent, every once in a while, everything's going to click. And that was definitely the case that night.
Now here's Evans. Pocket 6. Baseline try. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. 14 points for Z.
Well, that's the goal every time now. Just find a high percentage shot.
Gordon against Kobe. Ilyasova. It's O.J. Mayo on the wing. Second chance effort. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, the one thing that you have to have in basketball is big men who can protect the rim. And that's what Sanders does. He's willing to go up and block shots, really patrol the paint, and protect that rim area.
Yeah, you know, but there's nothing easy in the lane when Sanders is on the floor. Always have to be looking over your shoulder if you plan on putting up a shot with him around.
They're really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Yeah, not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important. And it's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now. Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Kobe kicks tonight. Puts it up. Ashik comes up with the rebound. Ashik's got his 4th rebound in this one. Vasquez with it, and it's Knight picking him up. Right side Davis. Sanders with the steal. Kobe the pass to Mayo. Knight. The stupendous finish inside. Knight's got 5 points so far.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
From the arc. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Sanders with the steal. And there's a whistle. That goes on Z. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Knight. He had 10 points in the win against Minnesota.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Vasquez with it. Now Mayo defending. Vasquez dishes to Davis. And he goes in for the dunk.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
Milwaukee with the ball. Following the score by New Orleans. 6 on the shot clock. Mayo into the lane. And that one's good. Mayo's got his second basket.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Now here's Vasquez. 14 points for him. Doubled by Sanders. A Sheik. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
As soon as the double team came, he immediately looked to find the open man.
Milwaukee with the ball. Next up will be a home game next up against the Pacers. It'll be the second of 5 straight played at home.
And, you know, for the Pacers, that's a game that they would really like to win.
And that one's good.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
Vasquez kicks to Davis. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Milwaukee with the ball. They trail by 9 points. Knight passes to Ilyasova, and there's the feed to Sanders. Kobe kicks to Ilyasova. The Bucks working the ball around. It's O.J. Mayo on the wing. Again, Mayo missing.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
Vasquez dishes to Evans. Evans off the pick from Vasquez. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Well, this group of shooting guards has given us a little bit of something extra lately, including excellent rebounding, so you can see those numbers. Third is Kobe Bryant.
You know, it's not easy to do what these players have done in that area, strictly because of positioning. Typically, as a 2-guard, you're going to be on the perimeter a lot more often than you will be inside.
Yeah, but for all of these guys, you can point to their quickness as well as their superb instincts as to why they wound up on the list. I mean, you've got to have that nose for the basketball.
Henson the pass to Mayo. There's the dish to Ridnour. It's good from long range.
Now, they're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they?
Now, here's Vasquez. He's guarded by Ridnour. Barkley kicks to Vasquez. Takes a 3. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And this has not been a quarter for him to remember.
Yeah, sure hasn't, Steve. I mean, he's been doing his invisible man impersonation here, hasn't he?
That's foul number 2 on him. It might not warrant sitting him entirely, but another one before halftime, they could.
Kirilenko with it. Right now averaging 5 points a game. Outside Mayo. Kirilenko with the screen for Mayo. There's the pass to Antetokounmpo. Outside Kirilenko. He kicks to Mayo. It's stolen by Vasquez. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. An emphatic alley-oop jam. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going. We've
also seen them do a great job of not letting easy shots go into the paint. A good amount of blocks for this team so far today.
Antetokounmpo passes to Henson. Mayo off the pick from Antetokounmpo. And it's O.J. Mayo with the 3. Mayo's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Starting to get a little momentum here after that scoreless first quarter.
Screen by Barkley. Vasquez kicks to Rivers. Vasquez tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And he continues to search for his rhythm. It's eluded him to this point.
Mayo working against Vasquez. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shoots a fader. Shot by Mayo is no good.
And the fadeaway was about his only option there. Really good defensive position.
Here's Vasquez. Andrew with the screen. From deep 3-point range. No good. And a tight game here as we end the first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Welcome, I'm Damon Bruce. A great game going out at Bradley Center. A strong first half for the Pelicans. It's been a scintillating open court attack. They hold a major advantage in fast break points. They've gotten some great minutes out of Z. He's got 16 points. He's been dynamic on both ends of the court, finding teammates, playing tough D on the other end. And on the other side, Milwaukee just keeps scrapping. Boy, it's a real treat to see 2 elite teams just battling for supremacy. We've seen Larry Sanders having a superb game. He's got 7 points and seems to have a hand in every defensive play. He's all over the court. Now let's head back out to the start of the second half. Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, take it away.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well.
Take a look at the game for Vasquez. He's got 16 points and he's stolen the ball 4 times.
We are seeing him at his very best today. So much fun to watch.
And you know when he's at his best, it's amazing the things he can do.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Bucks, Ilyasova and Sanders in the middle. Mayo out there with Brandon Knight. And it's Kobe in at the 3 slot. Mayo against Gordon. Fader on the way. Misses off the left iron.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Doubled by Sanders. It's tipped. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here.
And, you know, a chance here to see where the Pelicans sit in the NBA statistically. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're also #1 getting into passing lanes and coming up with steals. An aggressive team that ball hawks very effectively.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. I mean, this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
Mayo dishing tonight. It's stolen by Vasquez. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line so far.
And you know, last game, guys, he shot very well from the stripe. Made a nice contribution there.
Yeah, he sure did. Turned in a really nice performance.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Z. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
That's his 3rd personal foul. First team foul.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the 3rd. And Ilyasova kicks to Mayo. He dishes it to Ilyasova. Bucks passing it around. 6 to shoot. Kobe goes in. Misses in close.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
Bucks trail by 10. Mayo kicks tonight. Outside, Kobe. 3-pointer. Milwaukee. No good that time either.
And they've missed the first 3 shots of the 3rd quarter.
Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Charlotte. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, Milwaukee, just a couple spots back.
Well, right now for the Bucks, they're a team that came almost completely off the pace this season. Nobody saw them being in the position they're in.
And I'll tell you what, the longer we wait for the bottom to drop out, the more unlikely it gets. I think we've reached a stage where we can officially say they're for real.
Now here's Vasquez. He's tightly guarded. And the defense didn't have possession. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. Chance now to check out the schedule for Milwaukee. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That'll be the 2nd game of a 5-game homestand.
I'll be looking forward to seeing how that Detroit game plays out for sure.
Both shots good from the stripe.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Bucks trail by 11. Pass to Kobe. Dishes it to Sanders. Ilyasova bangs home the trifecta. Ilyasova's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And we have a moment to take a look at the best 3-point shooting teams in the NBA. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
That's been an amazing season for them from behind the arc. They've got some great shooters on that team.
Evans, left side. He passes to Vasquez. Kicks it out to Gordon. Pass to Evans. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Gordon. He feeds it to Vasquez. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Vasquez has got 9 points in the quarter. Here's Ilyasova, and Davis sends it back.
Such a solid performance for them inside. The rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Vasquez, that's good.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
He really made that mismatch pay off. A defender giving up that much size isn't going to be able to put up much resistance near the basket.
Nice shot by Evans.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low.
Here's Knight, out to Kobe. Feeds it to Sanders. Working on Ashik. Goes up the baseline. Sanders' shot is off. Here's New Orleans. They're on a 15-6 run. Vasquez passes to Gordon. Kicks it out to Evans. Back to Gordon. Passes it to Vasquez. To the inside. And stolen by Ilyasova. Fast break, Milwaukee. Knight's running. Gives him the lead pass. There's the bucket. Good.
Well, that's the easiest opportunity an offense can get off a steal.
Exactly. No defense for that.
Good. And it's 8 points for Anthony Davis.
I like the way they've played here in the first half. Just an intelligent floor game, getting good shots.
Numbers certainly back that up. They're shooting a much better percentage.
It's stolen by Vasquez. Goes up, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities and scoring some easy baskets.
Here's Kobe, and there the Bucks with another bucket.
Well, Kevin, he's got such a great focus as a shooter. He's a very frustrating player to guard because unless you actually block his shot, you are not going to get in his head and affect him.
You know, something else with him, you can't forget about his skill as a pull-up shooter. I mean, you give him too much room and he won't hesitate for a second to raise up and spray you with that jet.
A nice shot by Knight. Pelicans leading by 11. And here's Vasquez. He has 29. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Pelicans shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. So the Pelican 5 right now. Gordon is the 2 with Evans playing small forward. Omer Ashik is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Vasquez in at the 1. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the New Orleans Pelicans. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. The first free throw is good.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
Kobe's checked in for John Henson. Knight defended by Vasquez. They set the pick. Back to Mayo. Right side, Mayo. Ashik comes up with the rebound. Ashik's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor.
Kicks to Ilyasova. Knight on the wing. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Mayo, that's good.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
There's the feed to Evans. The dish to Vasquez. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on O.J. Mayo.
He's been to the line here more than in the first. I thought he was a bit tentative in that first, but I like the aggressiveness he's showing here now.
And Vasquez drops them both. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Mayo dishing to Knight. It's stolen by Vasquez. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And stolen by Knight. Fast break, Milwaukee. Mayo gets to Kobe. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Kobe's got 12 points in just the second half.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
He's been working some magic out there today, guys. This lead has been largely his making.
Bucks trail by 19. Mayo, the pass tonight. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession.
17 seconds on the shot clock. 17.
Outside Mayo. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Take a look at what Mayo's been doing. He has 11 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
Now, his outside stroke has looked really good today.
Pelicans leading by 18. Evans dishes to Gordon. Back to Evans, to the paint. Kobe with the steal. Now here's Kobe, the fast break opportunity. And it's good. Through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, it's been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
The free throw drops for Kobe.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress. How about that going up strong? I mean, he doesn't care how much height he's giving up. It's attitude with him.
Knight kicks to Kobe. Back to Knight. It's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to the Hornets head coach address his team. His message was this: all of us know these guys are capable of exploding and putting up points in a hurry. So I don't want to see anybody letting up until that final whistle blows. Guys, back to you.
Thanks again, Doris. Mayo, and that's for two. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in. Pelicans leading by 13. Here's Vasquez. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Brandon Knight. The defense looking a little bit dazed now. A ferocious throw down there.
Not bad for a player of his size.
Not bad at all. How about that spring coming out of those legs?
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And the pass to Mayo. Right side, Mayo. Here's Sanders. Pelicans with the rebound. Vasquez has got his third rebound tonight.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. And they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
Davis with the bucket.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
Knight kicks to Mayo. And two free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's good from Mayo. Mayo hits them both. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Now here's Vasquez. He's guarded by Knight. Vasquez passes to Davis. That one goes. Count it. Davis has got 10 points here in the second half.
Boy, it's been a poor defensive effort. When that ball has gone inside, into the post, they've been in trouble.
Yep, points in the paint clearly going against them now.
Mayo kicks to Knight for three. Good on the shot. Knight's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
In low to Davis. And a strong finish with two hands.
Whoa. That'll wake you up. My goodness.
Is he an athlete or what?
He just lives above the rim. I mean, dunks like that have become routine for him.
Now here's Mayo. He kicks to Knight. Leads him in there. Sanders' shot is good. Pelicans leading by 15. Vasquez dishes to Evans, and he slams it one-handed. And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess, huh?
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
Wow. He knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
Mayo, the pass tonight. It's stolen by Vasquez. For the finish, the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Mayo kicks tonight. Back to Mayo. He dishes it to Sanders. Mayo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And it's Omer Ashik with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Knight with it. Now defended by Vasquez. A shot by Knight, no good.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Evans kicks to Vasquez. Back to Evans. Outside Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. 17 points for Eric Gordon.
He's so reliable. You know, his offense seems to be consistently there for this team.
Rebound, Milwaukee.
Tried to get a little too fancy with that one.
Unless the alley-oop is going to be uncontested on both ends of the play, you're better off avoiding it.
Sanders dishes to Knight. Ilyasova. Back to Knight. Can they get it? Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Vasquez. True on the 14-footer. Vasquez has got 44.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Pass to Mayo. Plenty of space. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Vasquez. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Knight. And the Bucks miss again.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons.
That's doing some skyscraping.
And we're talking about a point guard there, Kevin. He can really raise up.
A flashy pass, monster dunk, whatever it is. I mean, this guy's got the versatility to do it.
Mayo, the pass tonight. It's stolen by Vasquez. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Now, here is Knight, defended by Ashik. Now Knight. Outside Mayo. Doubled by Vasquez. Knight for 3. The shot is off. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Releases. The offensive rebound. And Ashik kicks to Vasquez. Outside Gordon. Gordon off a pick from Vasquez. There's the 3. And another 3 for New Orleans.
That's his second three-pointer of the half and his third overall.
The Bucks have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Kobe against Evans. Kobe kicks to Knight. It's stolen by Vasquez. Gordon dishes to Vasquez.
This game's over, guys. I think we can say that with certainty.
Yeah, I agree with you there. We have officially reached garbage time.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
That's not what they needed there, that's for sure.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Off the inbound, he takes it up and lays it in. Vasquez has got 53.
Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
To end the drought, and Anthony gets it to go on the assist from Luke Ridnow.
That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
Now here's Vasquez. D right on him. Pass to Haynes. Dishes to Vasquez. From downtown. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Well, for a guy that shoots like he does, man, I'd say that is an easy look.
Doubled by Vasquez. Anthony, he's guarded by Rivers. Rejected by Cross. New Orleans has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Vasquez gets a screen from low. Vasquez passes to Haynes. He feeds it to Rivers. Vasquez.
Hit me, I'm open.
Anthony with the block. Ridnour with it. Passes it to Anthony. Anthony right side. Count the bucket. 32 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Now here's Vasquez, covered by Anthony. Doubled by Antetokounmpo. Here's Haynes. Sinks the triple.
Well, the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way their home team played here today.
And they shouldn't be pleased. I mean, it's a very well-deserved win, Steve. They came into this building and weren't intimidated at all. They were the aggressors.
Here's Ridnour. Anthony on the wing, expanding his range. Here's Henson, and the layup's good off the glass.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports.
You guys followed up a huge win last game by dominating again tonight. Is this the kind of performance that can spur the team to a whole new level of play?
Yeah, I think there's a lot we can take from another nice win like this. I usually sit down with Coach in the film room after each game and see what we can learn from our last performance. And with this game, there'll be a lot of positives to build on. If we can find a way to carry those over to the next game, I'd like to think we can play at this level indefinitely.